G'day folks, Craig here. We're today talking about how to feed your fruit and veg and what to feed your fruit and veg. So let's start with fruit trees. Preferably you should use something organic. A pelletised manure is great. Ordinary manures are also okay, but make sure you feed them around the drip line of the tree. That's where the canopy is, directly below, because they grow feeder roots out to the outskirts of where the canopy of the tree is. That's where they feed from. Don't throw it just at the main stem. And you should be feeding your fruit trees at the change of each season. So just try and remember that. The biggest feed generally is around about mid to late July, just before they start to burst into leaf and flower for fruit. In terms of vegetables, whenever I plant vegetables, I recommend highly that you use a pelletised manure of some sort, about 1/4 of a handful per plant, just scattered around the plant, regardless of how good the soil is, or the potting mix that you may have used. And for annual plants, you know, plants that are only going to grow for 6 or 8 weeks, something like bok choy, pak choy, lettuce and the like, you only need to apply once. But something that's going to be a bit longer term, like cabbage, broccoli, collie, those sorts of things, I would reapply about every 4 to 6 weeks with that pelletised manure. You can also mix up some liquid feed and some soil conditioner. So what is soil conditioner? Soil conditioners are things like the seaweed extract and worm juice or worm tea, whichever you like to call it. It's not a food, so it's great for, you know, watering in plants that have been newly planted to help them settle in and get good strong root growth and so forth, but they also need a bit of a feed. So a liquid feed, be it a fish emulsion, a great one to use is Charlie Carp. That's actually getting rid of the carp in our rivers, which is fantastic. And mix it up to the colour of weak tea, or follow obviously the instructions on the product that you're buying, and then simply water it in, and that's all you need to do. Every week to 2 weeks, a good little dose of some soil conditioner and fertiliser is about all you need. When it comes to citrus trees, I'm just thinking out loud now, citrus trees also stick with some liquid feed. It's much better if you use granular fertiliser and so forth. You're more likely to burn citrus plants. So liquid feed your veggies every 1 to 2 weeks. Feed your fruit trees, again, as I say, at the change of each season. Make sure you check out the website at My Smart Garden for further tips and dates for workshops that are up and coming. All the best.